Ever tried to picture a scene from a book in your mind? For most people, it's automatic. Like when I read Alice in Wonderland. I can see the Queen's wild croquet game play out, hedgehog balls, flamingo mallets. But did you know some people see images in their mind at all? This is called aphantasia. About 4% of people have it, meaning their mind's eye is totally blank. It's a wild spectrum. On one end, some folks have hyperphantasia, with images so vivid they almost seem real. On the other, aphantasia, where there's nothing but darkness. Most of us land somewhere in between. But how do we know what's really going on in someone else's head? Scientists have studied this using something called the pupil light reflex. If I imagine a bright light, my pupils actually shrink, almost like I'm seeing it for real. But for people with aphantasia, nothing happens. Their brains just don't make those images. Here's the twist. People with aphantasia can still dream in pictures. Scientists think it's because dreaming uses different brain circuits than waking imagination. Creating a mental image on purpose activates a bunch of brain areas, but dreaming kind of shortcuts the system, firing up vision and memory directly. Why does this happen? Aphantasia often runs in families, so genetics might play a role. Sometimes it can develop after a brain injury or psychological event, but for most it's just a natural variation, not a disorder. It even affects careers. People with aphantasia are more likely to work in STEM fields, while those with vivid imaginations gravitate towards art or design. So next time you close your eyes and picture a beach dragon or a dragon, remember, not everyone can see what you see. Our minds really are unique worlds. Brain imaging studies reveal fascinating differences in how our minds work. In typical visualization, control regions send signals downward, activating memory and visual processing areas. But in aphantasia, these connections are weaker or missing entirely, while hyperphantasia shows incredibly strong neural connections. During dreams, different pathways activate automatically, bypassing conscious control completely. This affects more than just imagination. Most people sweat slightly when reading scary scenes, but people with aphantasia don't have this response. Scientists think aphantasia might protect against PTSD since it's harder to relive traumatic images. But remembering details like last year's holiday dinner is much easier for those with hyperphantasia, while aphantasia relies more on facts than images. Research suggests genetics play a major role. Aphantasia clusters in families, though brain injuries can sometimes trigger it. Most people with aphantasia have had it their whole lives, only discovering it when they learn others visualize differently. It's simply another way brains can be beautifully different. Each mind truly is its own unique universe.